Well, hello there, friends. I hope you're all doing well. I thought I'd come on for a few minutes just to have a chat. I really have nothing to show you. I can give you a bit of an update as to how I'm feeling and all that. So far, so good. I'm just basically grazing. I'm not really having meals except for one a day, which would be either, um, depending what day it is. Like today, I didn't have anything for breakfast really, but I did have just some cold cuts for lunch, just plain, nothing that I would bother to show you in a video. Um, and then I will probably have, I'm sure I'm going to have dinner. I'm not starving myself. I'm just basically the way that I was after I had my weight loss surgery. I need to make sure I get enough protein in, so I will be having my shake and even possibly two shakes a day if I stay this way long enough. Which leads me to another part of um, what I wanted to share. I wanted to share some thoughts with you. Terry and I were talking about her surgeries. Terry's had the weight loss surgery. I think it was the gastric bypass. I should know this by now. My apologies. I always get them all confused because I had lap band. And since that time, several years later, she has had lap band, which has now been several years ago already, which because time is just flying, it seems. And she is on Ozempic, which has really been a tremendous help to her. So we were talking about getting fills. Fills is what happens when some people have them, some people don't. I've had one in the entire time that I've had a lap band, and that was back in 2007, shortly after, I think maybe 6 months after. And I have not done anything since. I've been very fortunate with the lap band. I don't want to jinx myself, but it has not required me to have any maintenance, unlike what happened to Terry. And I think part of that is due to the fact that she already had weight loss surgery. We really don't know. That's what we're thinking and when we chat about it. But anyway, since I am now taking the fiber and it seems to be keeping me very full, I'm not thinking that I want to go and start having, because what I would have to do to get a fill, that's my point in telling you all this, because I'm finding the fiber to keep me so full, and if that should stop working, I might want to consider a fill. In which case, then I would have to have a scope, an endoscopy, to look down into my stomach prior to the doctor giving me a fill because it's been so long. And I'm really not thrilled about doing any of that. I would have to have propofol to knock me out, so to speak, so they could do the scope, and I'd have to prepare for it and all that. And I'm really not into doing extra things that I really don't need to do. So I guess I will cross that bridge if I should come to it. In the meantime, the fiber is helping me a lot. And as long as I'm not feeling sick, and believe me, if my sugar drops, I will know it. I'm good to go the way I am. Which brings me to, this is our guest for today. This is my Princess Callie Lily. Say hi, Cal. She's my little girl. And somebody requested that I bring her on for a video. So here she is, my Princess Callie Lily. So anyway, I'm not really sure what to do with this channel at this point. And I kind of am making this video to ask you what you think I should do. Because this week's haul is pretty non-existent. I've been to BJ's today. I bought a chicken, which you've seen many times. I bought a 1/4 pound of Alpine lace cheese, which is a lower fat Swiss cheese. I bought some Parmigiano cheese shavings to put in salad. And, oh, some more of those BB Go wontons. That's not even worth showing you, honestly. And I don't really need anything for this week. So maybe, I'm sure that coming down the pipeline, I'm going to be able to show you some grocery haul videos. Because right now, Jim and I just are pretty much full up in the house. We don't need anything. I did a big shop last week, which I didn't video, from Walmart. And I've accumulated a lot of food in my house. I even have my Nutrisystem, which, you know, that I didn't show you when it arrived, but I will be having one arrive the first week of December, and I'll share that for those people that are interested in watching it, just to see what a month or 20 days of Nutrisystem food looks like, the way that I order it. It can be ordered many different ways. Anyway, So yeah, that's it really. Nothing to discuss. This week in the weight loss group, we did talk about four different types of eating that people do. Basically, again, I'm not here to summarize the meeting. It is someone's livelihood in terms of how the meeting was presented to me, but I'll give you my take on it. My take on it was that you can be someone who just walks around the kitchen at night, like I sometimes do, and just goes in and out of cabinets for the sake of doing it. Sorry, baby girl. Okay, there you go. Also, you okay, Cal? She's all right. She's fine. You could be the type of person that just binge eats at night. I'm also one that can do that. Out of boredom, out of anger. For me, it's when I get really angry about whatever may have happened in the day and I just want to shove those feelings down. It could be I'm aggravated about something. We all have those days. Or it could just be I'm bored, I'm watching TV, and I need to be munching, which is ridiculous. And then I can't think of the other two. But the point is that if you have problems with eating at night, it is something that a lot of people have. And so how you might address that would be to find an alternative maybe of something to do. For me, it would be crocheting. I always used to do that at night, and with my arthritis in my shoulder, I stopped quite a while ago, but there is no reason I can't resume since the naltrexone keeps that pain under control for me so well. It is not an issue right now. Should it become an issue again, maybe read a book. Maybe do something different at night before bed rather than just aimlessly click through. For me, it's YouTube and my Amazon, my British TV, PBS, and all of that. And lately I haven't been finding anything to watch. And it's been very annoying to me. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just that time of year where the shows need to resume again. Probably after the holidays. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going on and on here, and I really didn't mean to do that. I know that it can be quite annoying to some people, and I apologize if I'm annoying you. I am just really at a lack of what it is that I should come on here and talk about. In the past, when I've come on with different topics, it really wasn't there wasn't a big turnout for that. So I guess there are enough people out there that are doing that already. You don't really need me to do that. And what do I do in a day? You all know what I do in a day. I am either at home or I'm basically watching horror, which today I'm not doing, which is a rare occasion. And so really, I don't have very much entertaining things to share with you. I'm just me. If there is anything you'd like me to talk about, please feel free to write it in comments or send me an email, however you'd like to, or in our Facebook group. And I'd be happy to accommodate. But again, I would like to do 3 videos a week, but right now I am at a lack of material, I'll call it that, to do 3. So I will do my weigh-in on Friday, which we'll probably see on Saturday, if not Friday night, depending where you are living in the world. And I guess I will see you next week for a grocery haul, because I will have to by then be replenishing some of what we have eaten this week in the house. And that's it really. So I hope you're all doing well. I'd love to know how you're doing. Please tell me in the comments or however in the Facebook group or an email. And that's it for now. I just wanted to make sure that you knew where I was at, that I'm not off binging somewhere, and that's why you haven't seen me. I don't consider myself to be off plan. I consider myself to be right where I need to be right now in this moment, and I'm feeling very good about that. It feels great not to be on a diet. Calorie counting for me means I am in complete control of myself, and I am good at controlling myself. I do not need to be eating fast food and junk while I'm calorie counting. I don't go in that direction because I'm calorie counting, which I find that a lot of people claim that that is a problem for them, and that's why they don't do well with calorie counting. A problem for me is giving me lists of food and too many complications. I like it to be simple. Simple always works better for me. Not everybody thinks calorie counting is simple, and I understand that, and that's why they need to use alternative weight loss plans. That's why, we have so many different ones, because there are so many different kind of people in the world. Not any one thing is good for everyone, you know. Um, but for me, this is truly always been a way for me to be successful and be able to live my life without being totally stressed, which only causes me to eat more. So that's it for today, friends. I hope that you're at least doing one thing a day to try to get yourself on that path to taking better care of yourself. It really is so important. No one can do it for us, kids. We have to do it for ourselves. We can seek out all the help in the world, and that is not a bad thing necessarily. But in the end of the day, all the help in the world is not going to be the reason why we either put something in our mouth or not. Ultimately, it is going to be our choice. We do have that freedom of choice, and it's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, it also can be our worst enemy, depending on where we're at on any given day in our journey. Some days it's definitely going to be really hard for all of us. And hopefully more days are going to be not so hard. I do see people out there that are on YouTube struggling. It is not, that is because this is not easy. It's definitely not. Easy is not a word I would equate with trying to maintain or get to a weight loss goal. Terry and I were also chatting about that. How every day it is in our mind. This is just the way it is. And we have to live with that. And we have to find a way to live with that. I think that's really what it comes down to for all of us. We each have to find our own way to live with this situation that we're in. And not make it take over our lives and be all consuming. We have to find a way to be able to live with this. And that requires a lot of work. There is no two ways about that. This is a lot of work. Some days it's less work than others, but in the end of the day, it is a lot of work. And so to just accept it as a job that we have to get done is probably a better way to look at it than looking at it as an obstacle in our way. We just need to get through it. We need to find a way around it. The boulder is in the road. Well, what are we going to do now? Are we going to give up? We're going to lay down and die? Are we just going to eat ourselves to death? Or are we going to choose to take control of ourselves, which we can do? I promise you, you can do this. And find a way either to chip away at that boulder till it disintegrates, or find a way around it, climbing over it. The choice is simply an individual choice for all of us, but we are the ones that have to do that. So on that note, I'm going to thank you very, very much for having watched this video. If you lasted this long, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help out my channel to get out there in the world of YouTube so people can find me. And that's it for now. Be well, my friends. Take good care. I'm going to send you hugs, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye for now.